and Randall talked to him.
From state champion Evanston County back in 1976.
Glasgow clad in white tops and white shorts trimmed in blue. Barren County in gold tops and gold shorts trimmed into burgundy. Haynes jumps for the Trojans. Franklin for the Scotties. Glasgow moves to your right in the first half. Barren County to your left. Half is controlled by the Trojans. Jim Radford and Tony Brown are the officials for tonight's game. Glasgow in the man-to-man as Brian Clements guarded by Greg Froggett. Works on the right side to Daniel Bird. Bird swings it outside to Clements. Almost lost the handle. Starts the drive. Pulls up. 14-foot jumper is no good. Rebound ball 4. A walk is called on Stockton as he got in a little bit of traffic that time and traveled with the basketball.
That's a great rebound by Brandon. He went up within the 2 people and came down with it. Kind of stutter stepped as he hit the floor.
Inbound feed comes to Bird in the left quarter from Spencer Clements. Bird looking inside for Spillman. Spillman, baseline jumper, too hard, 10 feet. Rebound grab by Haynes. Haynes put back. Haynes walked with the basketball with Larry. 1 turnover for each ball club, and the Scotties will have it. Nothing score. 7:34 left of the first quarter.
Looks like Barren County's offense is going to be to go inside.
Does it look like a 3-2 zone, Larry?
3-2 zone for Barren.
Both Clements and Bird at the top of that zone.
They're going to make Glasgow beat them from the perimeter if they can.
Stockton will walk past the timeline. He'll roam the left as Glasgow overloads on the left wing. Here's Froggett. Gives it to Wade in the left quarter. Back to Froggett. Froggett fires to Wade. Wade will swing it back to Froggett. Froggett will try to drive. Stops. Lobs to Stockton. Stockton thought about the 3. Now he'll swing it back to Froggett. Froggett looking for Franklin, who comes out high. Here's Stockton in the right quarter. Pumps a 3. No good from 21 feet. Rebound grabbed by Haynes. Brian Clements with a quick feed to Spencer Clements. Drives inside. Layup. Spins off. Haynes with the rebound. It's stripped away by Alan Wade on a nice defensive play. Wade will drive. Beautiful feed inside to Froggett. He's fouled by Clements. That's the transition game that Glasgow wants.
That's exactly what I talked about Alan Wade a minute ago. You don't think he's a great defensive player just looking at him, but boy, he gets a hand in on a lot of balls, and he was responsible for that one.
Greg Froggett will be at the free throw line where he'll have 2 tosses. Trying to give the Scotties their first lead of this basketball game. Froggett eyes the mark. Guns.
Bang.
And the Scotties lead 1-0. On the air, Froggett shooting 71% from the charity stripe. Glasgow 1, Barren County nothing. 6:45 left in the first quarter. Froggett is there for his second opportunity. Froggett pops
and drops.
Let's see if Glasgow opens with some pressure. They may trap. Let's wait and see, Larry. They may just play straight up man-to-man as Brian Clements is guarded by Froggett. Franklin is matched up on Spillman. Helsley on Haynes inside. Alan Wade on Daniel Bird. And Spencer Clements guarded by Brandon Stockton as Spillman looks inside for Clements. Pass was a little too high. Brian picks it up. Fires to Spencer. Moves inside. Layup is good. Nice drive to the hole by Spencer Clements. And this game tied at 2 as Stockton hurries past the timeline. Froggett in the left quarter. Bombs a 3. Shot an air ball that time. It was short. And Spencer Clements grabs a rebound as Brian Clements working past the timeline. Cross-court feed to Bird. Daniel Bird will try a 3. That's too hard, but Brian Clements has got the rebound. Stick back, no good. Bradley Haynes has it. Put back is no good, but he was fouled by Poppy Franklin. Well, Barren County going to work on the offensive boards early in this game.
Yeah, that's the one thing that Barren County, Glasgow could not let them do is play volleyball with it on the offensive boards, and that time they got 3 offensive rebounds.
2-2, and Bradley Haynes could give the Trojans a lead right here with 6:05 left of the first quarter. Haynes will be at the line for 2 tosses. 6'5" senior. Trojans looking for their first lead of this basketball game. Here's a toss from Haynes. Yes. And it's Barren County 3, Glasgow 2 with 6:05 left in the first period. One more opportunity for Haynes. It's up the toss, and it falls in. But it's 4-2, Barren County on top of Glasgow as Stockton will range past the timeline for the Scotties. Barrett in the 3-2 zone. James Ralph Helsley will drive, stops, lost the handle, and let's see whose basketball it will be. It's going to be Barren County's as the officials couldn't make their mind up, and they say Helsley just lost it out of bounds.
I thought if somebody kicked it out of his hand.
Here come the Scotties with full court pressure as Spillwood will make the inbound speed for the Trojans. Fires to Brian Clements. Clements directing traffic. Guarded by Froggett. Spillman will set a pick as Clemens will drive off that pick. Weeping right. Stops. Needs some help in the right quarter. Gives the basketball to Spencer Clements. Looks inside to Spillman. Spillman is fouled by Poppy Franklin. Picks up his 2nd foul. I believe it was Poppy. Well, let me wait and see.
I think that's right.
2 minutes 30 left in the first quarter. 4-2 Barren County, 6 Glasgow 2. Barren County 3, Glasgow 2 with 6:05 left in the first period. He picks up his second foul, and that's very critical early in this game as he'll have to come out, Larry. I don't think Barren could have scripted that any better.
Yeah, I didn't see him do anything. He just stood there with his hands straight up, but evidently he did something that we couldn't see from this vantage point.
Glasgow, I think, wants a 20-second timeout right here.
Yeah.
5:44 left in the first quarter. Barren County with the early lead and the momentum, 4-2. Franklin in foul trouble. Glasgow will be tested early in this game.
Yeah, exactly what Glasgow didn't want to happen has happened. Poppy Franklin is on the bench with 2 quick fouls, and we just don't play the same without him, but we are probably a little bit quicker. Probably the boards are going to hurt us a little bit right now.
And Glasgow's had difficulty on the boards already early in this game against the Trojans. Barren County up 4-2. Jordan Spillman will head to the free throw line. Mikey Polifka is in the lineup for Poppy Franklin.
Barren County's objective tonight is to go inside, and they've done that so far.
And with Franklin out,
and they have been successful.
That could really help that Trojan offense. Spillman will have 2 tosses right here. Spillman looking for his first points of the game. That's the first one fly and puts it through the hole. 5-2, Barren County leading Glasgow with 5:44 left in the first quarter. Spillman will be there for his second opportunity. District 15 championship on the line. Spillman lets the second one fly and puts it through the hole. So Barrett has outscored Glasgow 6-0. They have the first major run of this game as Stockton will bring it past the timeline. They used to target on the right wing. Stockton looking inside for Helsley. Brandon drives, fade away 5-footer, no good, too hard. Rebound taken by Haynes. Brandon's shown the ability to hit that shot, but not then. And Daniel Bird has it in backcourt, picked up by Alan Wade. Bird rambling past the timeline. Scotty's in the man-to-man as Bird swings it to Brian Clemens on the right side. Has it tipped away. Haynes picks it up, though. Now the cross-court feed comes to Spencer Clemens. He drives, tries a 3. No good. Rebound, ball 4. Grabbed by Haynes. 5-footer, good. They are killing Glasgow on the boards. Haynes with 4 points. 8-2, Barren County with the lead. As Helsley leaves it with Froggett on the left wing. Delivers to Stockton. Barrett in the 3-2 zone. As Froggett looks inside for Polifka, but it's deflected by Haynes.
Very tenacious 3-2 zone by Barren County. Glasgow will have a shot on the wings right now. Nobody's stepping up to take it.
Haynes with 6 rebounds in the first 3 minutes of this game. Side front court. Froggett makes the inbound speed. Stockton defended by Bird. That looks almost like a 1-2-2, but I still believe it's a 3-2. As Stockton driving, stopping, leaves it with Froggett. And on the right side, here's Alan Wade. Bumps a 3. Good. And the Scotties cut the gap 8-5. A big 3 delivered by Alan Wade right there. Spencer Clemens driving past the timeline on Stockton. Leaves it with Bradley Haynes in the left corner. Shovels a pass to Ryan Clemens. Looks inside. Beautiful backdoor feed to Bird for the layup. Bird feed hits the defender down the floor, and it's 10-5, Barren County on top. As Froggett has it in the right quarter. Froggett spitting, driving, lobs to Polifka. Frankie sends it to Alan Wade in the left quarter. Here's Allen, driving, stopping, almost walked with it. Moves inside, bank shot no good. 10 feet, rebound grab by Haynes. Scotties are not getting any boards whatsoever, Larry. As Clemens looks inside, and a jump ball. Nice job by Frankie Polifka to tie up Spillman. And the Scotties will get the ball back. Casey Calhoun and Cedric Curd in the lineup. Froggett sits down, and Alan Wade will sit down. 4 minutes to go. First quarter, Larry. The first 4 minutes go to Barren County as they lead by a score of 10-5.
Well, the substitution gives you a little bit more quickness and probably a little more tenacious defense out of these 2 players, but I don't know whether it gives you more offense or not.
Mike Miller in the lineup, and Bradley Haynes will sit down, and Haynes again has 7 rebounds in the first 4 minutes. And the Scotties have 1. That's from Brandon Stockton.
Yeah, Glasgow is going to, they've changed the defense is the same. It's still 3-2. They're just dropping the wing players back just a little bit.
Stockton ranging right. That's a cross-court feed to Casey Calhoun in the left quarter. Delivers to Cedric Curd, gives it back to Calhoun. Calhoun trying to drive on the left baseline, shut off by Miller. Now Curd has it at the top of the key. Lobs to Calhoun, driving, stopping, rips to Stockton. Stockton backing out, guarded by Bird. Stockton try to drive. He'll back out. Glasgow in a half-court set as Calhoun will get the feed. No, Stockton will give it to Curd. Curd finds a long 3. It's short. Rebound grab by Miller. The Scotties not shooting well from the field and not getting any second chance opportunities, particularly with Franklin out of the lineup. 10-5. Trojans with the lead. 3:15 left in the first quarter. Spencer Clemens drives on the right side, gives it to Spillman. He's open. 12-foot jumper is short. Right side of the lane. Rebound taken by Calhoun. As Stockton racing past the timeline, there's a foul on Clemens, and that's his second foul on Spencer Clemens.
Yeah, he's prone to getting foul trouble. That's not a smart move right there on his part. He tried to go right across the body, and you can't do that. They'll call a foul on that one every time.
T.E. Hicks will replace him, the 6'3" junior. So how does that affect Barren County with Spencer Clemens out of the lineup?
Well, it takes out one of your better scorers, and Hicks is a good basketball player. He's tenacious on defense, got some long arms. I think he'll help him defensively. I don't know how much offensively.
Calhoun makes the inbound feed to Stockton. Scotty spread it out a little bit right here as Stockton tries to drive, gives it to Calhoun in the right quarter. Head fake. Get inside for Helsley. Makes a cross-court feed to Polifka. Mikey has it on the left side. Delivers to Kurd, left wing. Here's Cedric driving, stopping Polifka in the left quarter. Tries a three. It's short. Rebound fought for. Picked up by Brian Clemens. Clemens on the drive. Gives it to Spillman. Spillman's off-balance jumper is good. Off the glass from 12 feet. Spillman scores. And it's 12-5. Scotty's trail. Barren County with the 7-point lead. Big lead so far in this game. As Kurd will give it to Stockton on the right wing. Here's Brandon Stockton backing out. The tempo certainly favors Barren County right now, Larry.
Yeah, they're playing a half-court game just like they want to, slowing it down with the zone defense. Glasgow yet to have been able to score.
Stockton shot a wild layup, missed it. Rebound is stuck in, though, by James Ralph Helsley. That is only the third rebound of this game for the Scotties. Helsley's first two.
Well, that's something that Glasgow has to do well. They have to get some offensive attempts.
Here's Brian Clemens, works on the right side, lobs to Varney. It's inside to Spillman. Hits the 5-footer. Short rebound. He came over her back. Spillman's going to be called for a foul. Jordan Spillman's first, team's third. 1:52 left first quarter. Alan Wade will come in, and Frankie Polifka will sit down. Bradley Haynes checks in, and Jordan Spillman sits down for the Trojans. It's Barren County 12, Glasgow 7, with a minute 52 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, well, the only thing about Glasgow's offense is they're trying to penetrate in the middle. They're down 1-3-1 now. Barren County has on the defensive end. They're trying to penetrate, but somebody's going to have to step up and shoot the 15 to 20-foot jump shot.
Here's Stockton for three. No good. And the threes aren't falling, and Haynes with the rebound.
And somebody's going to have to put a body on Haynes and keep him off the boards.
There's Spencer Clemens. He's at a pass the timeline. He's back in the lineup. Flips it to Brian Clemens. Looks to Haynes. Haynes driving, stopping. Ball is knocked away, but a foul's going to be called on Cedric Kurd as he slapped the hand. Haynes will head to the free throw line. A minute 25 left in the first period. Barren County 12, Glasgow 7, but the Trojans have a chance to increase that lead. Get to Poppy Franklin to pick it up 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of this game. 1:25 left. As we have some discussion at the table to make certain that the foul was on Cedric Kurd, and it was. That's his first, team's third.
You know, Bart may have to come back with David Franklin here at the quarter, just for the reason that we're not getting any rebounds on the offensive end or the defensive end.
Haynes will be at the free throw line. He has 4 points in this game. Toss is too hard. What's impressed me about Haynes, Larry, he's grabbed 8 rebounds.
Yeah, he's a good leaper. He gets up real well. He's about 6'3 and a half, 6'4. Jumps really, really good.
Second toss is good by Haynes. Haynes with 5.
And when he wants to play, you know, he's a tough rebounder.
Here's Brandon Stockton at the top of the key, driving, stopping, shooting, layup, give it to him. Stockton driving through the lane. Coach Tinsley wanted a charge right there, and Spencer Clemens went down, but no call from Jim Radford. Brian Clemens has it in backcourt, guarded by Kurd. Clemens lobs to Miller. Miller feeds the ball to Spencer Clemens, gives it inside to Haynes. Layup is good. And they beat the Scotty pressure that time to their credit, and it's 15-9, Barren County leading.
Yeah, somebody didn't get back on the back end, and that's what Glasgow really does well in that defense.
From Wade, right corner, leaves it with Kurd. Cedric, top of the key with the basketball. Backs out against this 3-2 zone. Here's Brandon Stockton getting some direction from Coach. It's a 1-3-1 zone from Coach Fleener.
They switched up. They started out in the 3-2, and now they've gone 1-3-1.
33 seconds to go in the first quarter. I don't know if Glasgow's going to milk the clock or not for the last shot.
Well, now they switched right back to the 3-2 now, just in midstream right here.
Stockton just standing a few feet away from the mid-court stripe with 21 seconds to go. Barren County leads by 6, 15-9. They played very well in the first quarter, and the Scotties have not shot well. Barren has rebounded the ball very well. Clock rolls down to 11 seconds. And Stockton will start the play. Looks at the clock. 7 seconds to go. Here's Stockton driving. Gives it to Wade in the right corner with 4 seconds. Wade tries a long jumper. Ooh, won't fall. And the first quarter is over. At the end of one quarter, Barren County 15, Glasgow 9, here in the District 15 Championship. We'll be back in 1 minute on WCLU Sports.
When you think of the name Glass Paving, there are several things you should associate with that name. Foremost is quality. Regardless of the size jobs the folks at Glass Paving set out to do, each one is approached with quality in mind. That's how they've built their business, by making sure that every customer is pleased with the finished product. And right now, Glass Paving is ready to give you a quote on your paving needs. Call 651-6645 and see how easy making the arrangements can be. And remember, there's no job too large or small. From driveways to parking lots to road projects of any size, give Glass Paving a call, 651-6645.
14 here to go. WCLU Barren County with the momentum and the lead, 15-9 at the end of one quarter.
Well, Barron's played extremely well the first quarter. They have done just exactly what they want to. They're playing zone on the half court. Got Poppy Franklin in foul trouble, and Glasgow not hitting the outside shots.
Glasgow 3 of 12 from the field, 25%. They are 1 out of 8 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the line, 100%, 4 rebounds and 3 turnovers. Barren County 5 of 13 from the field, 38%, 5 of 6 from the line, 83%, 13 rebounds. They've out-rebounded Glasgow 13-4, as Bird will have the basketball for the Trojans. They lead by 6 points. Here's a cross-court feed as Clements on the drive, moves inside, bank shot, good. Spencer Clements drills it from 5 feet. He's got 4 points, and it's a 17-9 lead for the Trojans. They're up by 8 points against the Scotties as Cedric Curd will work right. Fires to Stockton. Here's Brandon, gives it back to Curd. Lost the handle. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by the Trojans. As Bird has it on the left wing. Bird driving, 12-footer, too hard. Rebound grab by Wade. Wade lobs the basketball to Stockton. Here's Stockton. Driving, stopping, 12-footer is no good, but he was fouled by Bird. No, Daniel Bird called for the foul. That's his first, team's fourth. And Brandon Stockton will head to the free throw line as Wesley Wade's about to check in. 7:19 left in the first half. Barren County 17, Glasgow 9. That's the fourth team foul on the Trojans. Stockton looking for his first free throw of the night. He has 2 points. Stockton pumps and drops. It's 17-10. Trojan lead sliced to 7 with 7:19 left in the first half. Bird will sit down, and Wesley Wade in the lineup, who will give the Scotties more of a threat on the inside, particularly rebounding.
Yeah, exactly. We said with Glasgow couldn't afford to lose 2 players. Well, David Franklin is one of them, and his presence not in there makes a lot of difference.
Second toss is good by Stockton, and the Scotties lead 17-11. Scotties haven't forced only 3 turnovers, almost 1 there, but Clemens will pick it up. Fires, it's stolen by Calhoun, that he lost it out of bounds, but that was a nice job by Casey. And stepped in front of Haynes, but kind of lost his balance, but good defense that time.
First time the defense looked like itself, like Glasgow defense right there.
Bird, midcourt. Let's see him down speed to Clemens. Pressured by Calhoun. Scotties in the man-to-man. Barrett in a 1-4 set. Brian Clemens work past the timeline. Double teamed. Bobs it inside to Spencer Clemens. Spencer is fouled as he tries a 5-footer. Let's see if it's Stockton or Wade. Donnie Brown says the foul is on Brandon Stockton. That's number 1 on him. That is the team's 4th.
All right.
Yes, it was on Stockton. All right, Larry.
Right now, Barren County really exploiting Glasgow's run and jump defense on the half court. They're getting double teamed in one corner on the outside, and they're looking opposite quarter underneath the basket. They've done that twice already. One time they got a basket, this time a foul.
Clemens misses a free throw. 17-11, Trojans lead the Scotties.
When you're double teamed, you always look catty cornered across the court or diagonally across the court, and when you do that, somebody has got to be open.
Second toss is good. And it's 18-11. Spencer Clements nails a free throw, and he has 5 points. Calhoun has it deep in the right quarter for the Scotties. Working right, sends it to Stockton. Brandon, top of the key, driving, fires to Wade in the left quarter. Here's Allen. Leaves it with Calhoun at the top of the key. Trojans in the 3-2 zone. Calhoun will stand there directing traffic. Scotties at a 1-4 set. Wade is on the left wing. Stockton on the right wing. Now Brandon will move outside and take possession. He'll try to drive. Stops. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Rebound grab by Spillman. And Clements will have it in front court. Brian gives it to Spencer Clements. Shovels a pass to Spillman. Spillman will drive. Stops. Leaves it outside with Brian Clements. He'll penetrate. Pulls up. 12-foot jumper. A little short. Rebound. Spillman is going to be called for a foul on Wesley Wade. And Spillman has picked up, Larry, his second foul. So he and Clemens with 2 fouls each, and that's the 5th one on Barren County with 6:18 left in the first half. Trojans 18, Scotties 11.
Well, I don't think they want to lose Jordan Spillman either. He's a force on the boards for them, and he's going to have to sit down for a while also. Stockton
walking past the timeline. Scotty shooting 25% in the first quarter. It's Alan Wade on the left side. Pressured by Haynes. Fires to Stockton at the top of the key. Brandon will feed on the right side to Calhoun. That was a dangerous bounce pass. Here's Stockton, pumps a 3. It's too hard. The rebound taken by Spillman. And the Scotties not threatening at all as Stockton saves it. Oh, he was on the line. I tell you, he got pushed, though.
Yeah, should have been.
Tony Brown missed that one.
Yeah, should have been a foul right there, I think. But we're not going to get it.
Miller will come in and Spillman will sit down.
And Brandon really didn't have to pick that basketball up. He lets it go out of bounds. It's
right.
Glasgow's ball.
Miller is in and Spillman sits down. Scotties can't seem to make a move, Larry, and the Trojans have a chance to really pull away right here as Miller has it deep on the right wing.
Well, they're really going to have to step it up on the outside, shooting the outside shot.
Loose ball on the floor, jump ball. Glasgow will get it back as Wade, both Wades, applying pressure on Miller, and Allen ties him up. Does Bart bring Poppy in maybe in about a minute or two?
Well,
or does he keep him out for the rest of the half?
It kind of looks like he's going to let him set the rest of the half unless Barren County
gets out of hand.
Yeah, unless it goes to about 14 or 15 points. And now I think you have to do something then. But if they can hang around 5, 6, 7, 8 points, I think he'll let him rest.
Stockton makes a bounce feed to Calhoun, who gives it to Wesley Wade in the left corner. Pops to Stockton. Here's Alan Wade, right side. Pumps a 3. Too hard. Rebound grab by Wesley Wade of the Scotties. A rare rebound. Here's Allen on the right side. Sends it out to Stockton at the top of the key. It's really an outside game for the Scotties right now as Calhoun will give it back to Stockton. Driving. Here's Wade. Head fake. Driving. Feeds inside to Helsley, but Helsley walks or double dribble the basketball. Good idea, but James Ralph just couldn't quite hang on to it.
Yeah, probably gets control of the basketball. It goes right up on the right side of the basket and puts it off the board, but couldn't get the handle on it.
5 minutes and 10 seconds left of the first half. Barren County 18, Glasgow 11. Scotties in the 2-2-1 trap as Daniel Bird has it in backcourt, pressured by Stockton. Here's Bird, lobs to Haynes. Nice feed inside to Miller. Miller, 5-footer is good. And it's 22-11. Barren leading by 9 points. Glasgow in some trouble. Here's Wesley Wade, pumps a 3. Yes! Well, the Scotties get a big 3 from Wesley Wade, and it's 20-14. 6-point lead. Spencer Clements has it. Driving, stopping, gives it to Miller. Miller makes a cross-court feed to Bird on the left wing. And you'll look it inside for Haynes. Haynes has it down on the post against Helsley. Here's Haynes sliding, driving, stopping, shooting, missing. A little short from 11 feet. Rebound grab by Calhoun. Fires a basketball to Stockton. Stockton driving, gives it to Wade in the right corner. Wade lobs to Calhoun with 4:20 left. If the Scotties could score here, Larry, they might put a little more pressure on Barren County.
Yeah, Barren County's defense is good, though. They've got the point man out on the top, and then the wing people are really not letting them have the outside shot there.
Here's Alan Wade. He'll try to bust a 3. Too hard. Rebound, stick back. Is no good. They fight for it. Wade's got it. Put it back. Give it to him. Stockton missed that first one. Then Wesley Wade got the rebound. Stuck it in. He's got 5. It's 20-16. And Spencer Clements lost that basketball. Oh! I thought he lost it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Wade. I thought it went through his arms out of bounds. Yeah. Now, Wade was in the vicinity, so it may have touched him last.
Yeah, I think Wesley was out of bounds when the ball hit him.
And it may have hit him.
Yeah, it hit him.
Timeout is asked for by Barren County. I believe it's a 22nd timeout. Larry, Currently, the Scotties trail 20-16. Trojans with the lead. I think Poppy Franklin's about to check in.
Yeah, I told Randall he's getting a pretty good rest, but, you know, Tony Brown's having a tough right now. He's missed a couple of walks, and we got a couple bad breaks. You know, Miller shuffled his feet on that last basket. I mean, that was very obvious. And then Haynes drug Brandon out of bounds on that last trip down the court. Of course, I mean, it's an intense game. You're going to miss some things.
Marcus Lewis is going to check in for Barren County in a moment as the inbounds feed from T.E. Hicks will come to Miller.
Well, David Franklin's back in the game. I thought that he would probably sit out the rest of the half if it stayed close, and it is a 4-point game right now.
Here in the right quarter, Hicks with the basketball. Delivers it to Brian Klibitz. Cross-court feed comes to Spencer. Saves it to Miller. Miller feeds outside to Brian Klibitz. Lobs to Spencer Klibitz. Spencer driving, cutting, shooting. Ball's knocked away. Stolen by a Scotty. Here's Calhoun on the drive. Layup is no good, but he was blocked. And that is Brian Klibitz called for the foul. That's his first, team 6, and Calhoun will head to the free throw line for 2 tosses.
Well, that's the way to take it strong to the basket. You got one man in between you. He probably could have dished it off, but I think that was the right move to take it on to the basket and draw the foul and maybe get the basket too.
Calhoun will be at the line where he'll have 2 tosses. He'll try to cut it to a 3-point gap. Calhoun shooting 70% from the line. Just toss. Too hard. They'll have one more opportunity as Marcus Lewis will check in for the Trojans, and Mike Miller will sit down.
Well, they need to hit these free throws so they can get their press set up.
20-16, Barren County leads Glasgow. Barren is led by as much as I know 7 points, and maybe 9.
They have led by 9, 20-11 at the 4:49 mark.
Calhoun guns,
bang,
and it's 20-17. Scotties, let's see if they'll press Larry as Klibitz is picked up by Alan Wade, shovels the pass to Hicks on the right wing, gives it back to Brian Klibitz. Here's Brian, lobs to Hicks, has it knocked away, and stolen by Calhoun, but he was on the line, and that's a good call. That's just a tough break right there.
Yeah,
Hey, Casey's really been active defensively.
Yeah, we've had about 3 breaks like that tonight on the line when we make a steal, so the breaks are not going our way right now.
Hicks to make the inbounds feed, does so to Spencer Klibitz. In back court. Klibitz is guarded by Calhoun with 3:11 left in the first half. Here's a double team. Spencer Klibitz has it knocked away, but it's picked up by Haynes. Haynes rips a pass to Hicks deep on the right wing. Fires to Brian Klibitz. Scotty's in the man-to-man. Brian trying to drive, stops, plays it with Haynes. Haynes cuts across the lane. Here's a fadeaway jumper. Good from 15 feet. Haynes buries it for his 9th point. He's having a big first half. 22-17, Trojans leading the Scotties. Have they switched man-to-man right here? Lewis is matched up against Poppy Franklin. Here's Poppy. Work down low, swings it to Wade. Wade, 5-footer. Oh, won't fall. Rebound is fall forward. It's taken by Klibitz. Well, Poppy did the right thing, but Wade couldn't connect that.
Yeah, got to make those kind.
Here's Klibitz. Spencer's jumper, no good. 12 feet. Rebound grab by Alan Wade. By Wesley Wade. Wesley drives. 12-footer. No good. Greg Brockett with the stick back. Yes. Brockett has his first field goal, his 4th point. Barren County 22, Glasgow 19 with 2:10 left. First half. Brian Klibitz has it at the top of the key, guarded by Brockett. Here's Klibitz. Driving, stopping, needing some help. Almost lost it, picked up by Hicks. Hicks on the drive, gives it to Haynes in the right quarter. That jumper's going to be short from 12 feet. Rebound grab by Alan Wade with an assist from Poppy Franklin. Here's Allen stopping, gives it to to Calhoun. Casey has it on the left wing. Scotties could cut it to 1 or tie it right here with a minute 45 left in the first half.
Yeah, I think Casey Calhoun's come in and give Glasgow a big spark. He's gotten a hand on a lot of balls, stole it a couple times, and just got the running game going.
Scotties a 1-4 set. Very patient right here as Wesley Wade fires to Alan Wade. It's inside, and we've got a bump called on Marcus Lewis. Poppy will head to the free throw line. Lewis's first foul. I think Wesley Wade's given Glasgow a lift.
Yeah, Wesley has too. Both those players come in and gave him the big lift. That was an obvious foul there. Lewis just took both hands and just shoved Poppy Franklin all the way across the lane.
Haynes sits down. Spillman is in. Stockton is in, and Alan Wade sits down. Now, Poppy has struggled somewhat in the postseason from the free throw line. On the year, he's shooting 60%. Franklin has yet to score in this game. Has he now? Yes. He had 27 the first 2 times, Larry. He scores his first point at the minute 30 mark here in the first half. The Scotties trail 22-20.
Well, he's a big cog in Glasgow's offense. There's no doubt about that. They need him.
He buried both free throws, and it's 22-21. A minute 30 left. He will sit down Helsley in the lineup. So the Scotties, they were down by 9, but they've cut it to 1 at 22-21. Spillman makes the inbound speed to Bird. Daniel Bird pressured him backcourt, returns the pass to Spillman. Irish returns it to Bird. Bird try to bring it past the timeline, flips to Clements. Here's Clements. He walked with the basketball, and Tony Brown, that was a makeup call right there, because Clements actually walked with it about a half second earlier.
Yeah, I think you can't argue about that one. I guess that was a makeup call, but should have been our Glasgow's ball to start with.
Now, Larry, the Scotties have a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, and that's a credit to this Glasgow team. That's how they play. They don't play very pretty at sometimes, but they're always hanging in there, always doing the things that they need to do to stay in the ball game. And now they have a chance to take the lead, although not playing very well.
Lewis will come out, and Spencer Clemens back in the lineup as Froggett makes the inbound speed to Brandon Stockton. Stockton will walk past the timeline, get some direction from Coach Bart Flinter. Lobs to Wesley Wade in the left corner. Wesley dumps it to Calhoun at the top of the key. AC on the dribble, works to his right, backs out with a minute 5 left. Now Stockton will stand between the circles right here as Bart gives him some specific instructions. Scotties move out high right here. Overload maybe on the right side. Now Stockton will move toward the left corner near the timeline, and the Scotties may just milk some clock right here with 50 seconds to go.
Outstanding move by Bart Flinter. Get Poppy out of there. Don't get that third one. Barren County's gone back to the zone. It's a 1-point ball game. You haven't played well. Let that thing run down. Take the last shot.
You don't want to go down by 5 or 6.
Right. Have a chance to go in with the lead or at least a 1-point deficit.
35 seconds to go as Stockton continues to dribble the basketball.
You just don't want to do something foolish here. I've seen teams stand out and pom-pom the ball like they're doing now and then throw it away. So that's something to be to worry about.
25 seconds to go as Stockton is still standing. Gets some instructions from Coach Flater. 10 feet away. 15 seconds. Stockton will begin to design the play verbally, and there's 10 seconds to go. 22-21, Barren County with the lead. Here's Stockton with 7 seconds. Gets a pick. Driving, stopping, right corner. Froggett looks inside to Helsley. Gives it to Calhoun. Calhoun, a 3. Ooh, no good. Stick back is no good. I thought that ball was going in, but it hit the front of the iron. And the first half is over. Barren County 22, Glasgow 21. It's a nail-biter here in the District 15 Championship. We'll be back in 2 minutes on WCLU Sports.
Are you worried you'll get another answering machine when you call for heating or cooling service late at night? You'll never have that problem if you call HVAC Services at 651-3841. Our service dispatchers are waiting 24 hours a day to personally answer your call. Your family's comfort is serious business, and our technicians will have you up and going in no time. A comfortable winter is ahead when you call HVAC Services at 651-3841. For late-night emergency heating and cooling service, we're simply the best.
An awful lot of small businesses already know that South Central Bank caters to their needs. And now the whole country knows, because in the September 98 issue of Entrepreneur Magazine, South Central Bank is listed as one of the top 2 banks in Kentucky in making small business loans. This is based on the Small Business Administration's recent study of the amount of loans banks make to small businesses in the amount of $100,000 or less, taking into consideration each bank's total assets, ranking the top 2 in each state. And of course, South Central Bank has always encouraged small businesses to develop and grow with friendly loan officers who have helped many businesses get started from the ground up. At South Central Bank, we believe in small businesses and their importance to our community. We're open for business and small business loans at South Central Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Here at Glasgow High School, it's the District 15 Boys Championship game on 14 Carat Go, WCLU. At the half, Barren County 22, Glasgow 21. Barren did a nice job of controlling the pace early in the game. Poppy Franklin picking up 2 fouls early. Probably only played 5 total minutes in the first half. If you're Barren County, certainly you feel good to have a 1-point lead. But I think if you're the Glasgow Scotties, you feel good that it's only a 1-point game when you were down, Larry, 20-11.
Yeah, I think both teams have a right to feel good about the first half. Anyway, for Barren County, I think they played exactly the way that they want to. They played on the half court, played the zone defense, held Glasgow down to 21 points in the first half, and you can't get any better than that. And then on Glasgow's part, they haven't played very well. The zone defense has stymied them a little bit. They haven't made the outside shots just for any percentage, but only down by 1 point at halftime has to give them a lot of confidence. Barren, on the other hand, has confidence because they've played their game plan. They've done exactly what they want to do.
Larry, let's look at your numbers, and then Bruce will look at the other stats. 22-21, Barren County leads Glasgow at the half.
All right, Jim, both Glasgow came out in their aggressive defense. As usual, they played man-to-man all over the court. They trapped on the half court, run and jump at you. Barren County used a combination of defensive. They even went man just a little while. They went 3-2 for the most part, and that's been the defense that's hurt Glasgow tonight. They also went 1-3-1. Barren County out to a 4-2 lead to the 5:44 mark of the first quarter, and from the 5:44 mark on, Barren outscored Glasgow by a score of 11-7 as the Scotties just couldn't find the range. David Franklin got in foul trouble, had to go to the bench about midway through the first quarter, and we just didn't get much done on the offensive end. And Barren dominated the backboards in that first quarter also, but Barren takes a 15-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, a 7-5 run to the 3:53 mark of the quarter took Barren County's lead to 20-16, and then from the 3:53 mark to the 1:30 mark, when a timeout was called, it was a 5-2 run for Glasgow and cut the lead to 22-21. Glasgow had the basketball and a chance to take the lead. They stalled out the rest of the clock as Barren County set back in their 3-2 zone. Glasgow got a shot at the basket, but didn't make it, so Barren wins the second quarter by a score of 12-7 and come away with a 1-point lead here at halftime at 22-21. In the first half of Barren County, no steals. Their defense was not that aggressive. They just played the passive 3-2 zone and really covered the outside shot well and the inside. Well, David Franklin out of the ball game. They didn't have to cover a lot in there. 3 assists they had in the first half and 2 second chance points. No points off Glasgow turnovers. For the Scotties in the first half, 3 steals, 2 assists. They had 6 second chance points. Big number right there. 6 second chance points kept Glasgow in the ball game. They had 3 points off of Barren County turnovers. No ties in the first half. There were 2 lead changes. Greg Froggett gave Glasgow the lead at the 6:45 mark of the first quarter at 2-0 on 2 free throws. Spencer Clemens came right back to give Bradley Haynes came back and gave Barren County the lead at 4-2 at the 6:05 mark of the first quarter, and Barren County has not been behind since that point. Glasgow's only lead was at 2-0 at 6:45 of the first quarter. Barren County's biggest lead was at 9 points, 20-11 at the 4:49 mark of the second quarter. Bruce, Glasgow has played ugly, but they're only down 1. I think they have to have a lot of confidence, and of course Barren County does too, because they've executed their game plan well.
Well, right. Coach Tinsley's got to be happy. He said if he get it inside the last 4 minutes and be within 10, that's where they want it. Have it in single digits. 4 or 5 points. They be close. That's where he want it. But like you say, Coach Fleener, as poorly as we played, and Poppy's probably only played a little over 3 minutes of this ball game for us to be trailing by 1. And we were out rebounded by 9 in the first quarter. Well, we out rebounded them 10-3 in the second quarter, and now are only trailing rebounding wise by 2. We only gave up 1 offensive board there in the second quarter. But Bradley Haynes has probably had the best night he's had against Glasgow in a couple years. He had 9 points and 9 rebounds in the first half. He was 3 of 5 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the line. As I said, 9 rebounds. Of his 9 rebounds, 4 of them were offensive for 9 points. Brian Clements did not score. Jordan Spillman picked up 4 points off of 1 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. He had 2 rebounds. Spencer Clemens with 5 points on 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line, and 1 rebound. Daniel Bird, 1 of 3 from the floor for 2 points. And Mike Miller, 1 of 1 from the floor, 1 rebound for 2 points. The Trojans were 18 of 18 on their 2-point shots, 44%, 0 for 3 on the trays. They hit 8 of 21 overall, 38%, 6 of 8 at the line, 75%, 16 rebounds, 5 offensive boards, 6 turnovers. Glasgow led in scoring in the first half by Wesley Wade with 5. Wesley was 2 of 3 from the field, had 1 3-pointer and 4 rebounds. Also our leading rebounder, he had 2 offensive boards. Casey Calhoun with 1 point on 0 of 1 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line. Casey had 3 rebounds for his 1. Greg Froggett with 4 points on 1 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, and 2 rebounds for 4 points. James Ralph Helsley was 1 of 1 from the field and 1 offensive rebound for 2 points. Poppy Franklin, 2 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound, 2 points. Brandon Stockton, 1 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 4 points. And Alan Wade, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 rebound, 3 points. The Scotties were 4-11 on their twos for 36%, just 2 of 12. They've taken 1 more 3-pointer than they have 2-point shots for 17%, so that makes them 6 of 23 from the field, 26%, 7 of 8 at the line, 88%, 14 rebounds, 6 offensive boards, and 5 turnovers. So the Scotties trail here at halftime, 22-21. We'll be back after a 2-minute timeout on WCLU Sports.
If old Kenneth Bale says it's so, it's so.
Bale Oil Company, a quality business since 1955, located in downtown Horse Cave. Stop in for all your automotive needs. We provide front-end alignment, oil changes, service, tires, automotive parts, and more. Stop by and see us at Bale Oil Company or give us a call at 502-786-2158.
When you think of Bale, you think of sale on all your automotive needs. Tires and batteries and points.
Cellular One's new plan is such a value, it'll go down in history as one of the greatest deals ever. It's like buying the Mona Lisa for a quarter. For only $15.99 a month, you'll get 75 minutes of talk time. It's like you were the only one to show up at an auction. Don't get 25, 25, 25, and that mint condition 64 Mustang convertible is sold to Bob again for 10 cents. And Cellular One's new plan is not an introductory offer. You get the highest quality cellular service and pay only $15.99 a month for 75 minutes for life. Only at Cellular One. Certain restrictions apply.
You've probably never thought of your monthly electric bill as an investment, but that's what it is. In Glasgow, all of the citizens own the electric plant board. That means our utility revenues stay here, where they're returned to the local economy with reliable service at low rates. The EPB actually helps our community prosper. Glasgow's best interests are at the heart of everything we do. The electric plant board, bringing Glasgow reliable electricity and the power of technology.
7:45 at WCLU, 41 degrees currently in Glasgow. From the WCLU scoreboard at the half, Russellville girls lead Franklin Simpson Lady Wildcats 18-15. Now back to Jim with an exciting district game of the third quarter.
Now that would be an upset if Russellville won.
Yes, it would. 18-15.
Everybody's wanting to follow Coach Compton's philosophy.
Yeah, it looks like nobody's scoring a lot of points tonight.
Second half, Larry, for the Trojans, both Clemens, Bird, Haynes, and Spillman, Wade, Froggett, Elsley, Stockton, and Franklin for the Scotts.
Yeah, I'm sure Barren County wants to play like they did in the first half. They want to execute their game plan. Glasgow has to shoot the basketball from the outside to get their defense set up and get in that transition game.
Bear moves to your right, Glasgow to your left as Bird brings it past the timeline, rips a pass to Spillman out high, gives it to Clemens on the left wing, guarded by Froggett. Scotties are the man-to-man. Clemens, Braun cuts across the lane, lobs to Spencer Clemens. He'll drive, stop, shoots, moves inside, 5-footer, no good. Rebound fall for Spencer Clemens has it. Scotties couldn't get the board. Now Spillman has it. Spillman walked with the basketball. Poppy Franklin did a nice job defending right there. Well, you think the Scotties got a break on that?
Yeah, I think they got a big break. I thought Poppy hit the basketball and he just came back down with it. And that's not walking.
Well, we'll take it. It was that time.
It was that time, yeah.
Larry, the Scotties have a chance to take the lead right here against the 3-2 zone. Let's see how they attack it as Stockton brings it past the timeline. Flips it to Froggett on the right wing. Looks inside to Poppy Franklin. He's double-teamed. Needs some help. Wide open is James Ralph Elsley. 5-footer, no good. Stick back, good by Franklin. That's his first field goal of the game, his fourth point. Glasgow 23, Barren County 22. As Spencer Clemens will ramble past the timeline, flips it right to Poppy Franklin. It was through the hands of Clemens, and Brian couldn't hang on to it. Froggett will take it past the timeline, gives it to Wade, fires back to Froggett. Now here's Brandon Stockton working on the right side. Gives it to Froggett at the top of the key. Alan Wade pushes it to Stockton on the right wing, looking for Franklin down low. Now Brandon will bring it toward the top of the key and reset the offense.
They're playing a 1-3-1, a 1-2-2 offense against this, and they're trying to get the ball inside.
Stockton misses a jumper from 20 feet. Rebound fought for. It is going to be lost out of bounds. It should be Glasgow's basketball.
Oh, neither one of these referees are seeing anything here.
Yeah, these are two veteran officials, and
they're looking at one another and saying, whose ball is it?
Well, it looked like that Haynes tried to save it, Larry, and just basically threw it out of bounds.
That's right. I don't think the Glasgow player touched the basketball.
Here's Clemens in backcourt working against Froggett. 6:29 left in the third quarter. Scotty's lead 23-22. Brian Clemens has it slapped away. Stolen by Wade. Wade has Spillman to beat. Wade's layup is good. And the Scotty's lead 25-22. And Alan Wade delivers his 5th point.
Well, that should have been goaltending even if it hadn't gone in because the hand was in the net.
Here's Brian Clemens, stops, lobs to Haynes, pushes it to Spencer Clemens. Leaves it back with Bradler Haynes. Haynes jumper short from 20 feet. Rebound Brandon Stockton. Stockton driving. Oh! And he missed the layup. Oh, me.
Boy, that's a shame.
Haynes with the rebound.
That's a shame that one didn't go in the hole.
Here's Spencer Clemens on the right wing. Driving, stopping, shooting. 5-footer short. He fights for the rebound. Sticks it back and in the hole. Spencer Clemens with 7 points. Glasgow 25, Barren County 24. 5:38 left in the third quarter.
Well, that was a great move with Brandon Stockton. It's a shame that Froggett didn't make the basket because that was an outstanding assist.
Stockton gives it to Froggett in the right corner. Returns it to Stockton. He's open. 17-footer. No good. They fight for the rebound. Picked up by Haynes at Barren County.
Well, that's the shot we have to make. When you have the open look at 15 to 20 feet, we're going to have to nail some of them if we're going to win this game.
Daniel Bird working past the timeline against Alan Wade. Scotty's in the man-to-man. Bird shovels a pass to Clemens. Clemens is open. Misses a jumper from 18 feet. Greg Froggett with the rebound. Froggett driving, stopping. He was almost tied up, and he lost the basketball. Got into some traffic that time. There's a long quarter pass comes to Spillman. Spillman driving. Spillman is blocked. Hit the shot, and Brandon Stockton called for the foul. And that's a good call. Brandon did not have the position that time. It's 26-25, Barren County with the lead. Stockton's second foul, team's first of this half. And Spencer Clemens will head to the free throw line. Clemens with 9 points and 3 rebounds in this game. And he'll try to give the Trojans a 2-point lead. Shooting into the dog pound right here. Clemens eyes the bucket. It's up the toss. And missed it. Rebound taken by Helsley. Now Glasgow chance to reclaim the lead, down 26-25 with 4:50 left. As the ball is knocked away and out of bounds, Glasgow keeps it as Spillman knocked it away from Poppy Franklin. And I think the Scotty's got a break on that one.
I think so too.
But you know Spillman and Haynes are going to defend Poppy as tough as they can. Stockton, side front court, makes the inbounds feed to Wade, returns it to Brandon Stockton. Scotty's not shooting well, Larry. If they can go on a tear, they could really help their cause. Here's Stockton, stops, needs some help, lobs it to Franklin. Franklin drive it inside, 5-footer, no good. A foul's going to be called, though, on Barren County. And Franklin will head to the free throw line. Foul is called on Spillman, and that's his third foul. Team's first. So Spillman picks up his third foul with 4:31 left in the third quarter.
I kind of thought Poppy walked on that move. I'm glad they didn't call it.
It looked like he took a step or two.
Yeah. And then we got the foul out of it. And is that 3? Yes, that's 3 on Spillman.
Well, the score is at Barren County's pace, I think. They wanted a lower scoring game. Franklin nails the toss. Franklin, 3 out of 4. Is he 3 out of 3? Yeah. 3 out of 3 from the line. Can he make it 4 out of 4? No. This game tied at 26, and Haynes grabs another rebound. That's his 10th tonight. He had 8 in the first quarter.
That's the first tie of the ball game.
Bird brings it past the timeline, sends it to Haynes, gives it to Spencer Clemens. Clemens drives. Clemens 5-footer short. Oh, he missed a great chance with the layup. Poppy Franklin's got the rebound. Here's Stockton driving, 14-footer. And Glasgow leads 28-26. Stockton buries his 6th point. Spencer Clemens will give it to Bradley Haynes. Haynes driving, and there's a foul called on Brandon Stockton. And that's going to be his third foul, Larry. Team's second of this half with 4:04 left in the third quarter.
Well, we can't afford to lose Brandon either. Now, of course, we can afford to lose him, I think, better than we can Poppy Franklin. But you don't want to see him come out either.
Spillman sits down. Lewis in the lineup. Here's Wesley Wade in the lineup for the Scottish. It's only the second team foul on Glasgow. Wade comes in, and Stockton will sit down.
That means Casey Calhoun will run the point. Probably as big a team that Glasgow can put on the
That's
floor.
right. You're exactly right. Bird has it in the right quarter. Looking for Brian Clemens, guarded by Calhoun. Shovels a pass to Spencer Clemens on the left wing. Leaves it inside with Haynes. Haynes, 5-footer, no good. Rebound slapped out of bounds by Wesley Wade. I'm going to tell you what, that was a big play by Wesley because Brian Clemens had a shot at a free layup right there.
Exactly. Nobody put a body on him, and he got inside for the offensive rebound. I tell you what, James Ralph Elston and Bradley Haynes are having a war under there.
Clemens, Spencer makes the inbound feed to Lewis. Marcus Lewis, guarded by Franklin. Lewis lobs it outside to Brian Clemens at the top of the key. Looks inside. There's a hold called on Heltzley as the entry pass came to Haynes.
Yeah, he's going to have to keep his hands in. That time he reached in around the body, and they'll call that every time.
First foul on Heltzley. Team's third. Timeout asked for by Glasgow. 3:45 left in the third quarter. The Scotties lead the Trojans 28-26 here in the District 15 championship game. We'll be back in 1 minute on WCLU Sports.
When you think of the name Glass Paving, there are several things you should associate with that name. Foremost is quality. Regardless of the size jobs the folks at Glass Paving set out to do, each one is approached with quality in mind. That's how they've built their business, by making sure that every customer is pleased with the finished product. And right now, Glass Paving is ready to give you a quote on your paving needs. Call 651-6645 and see how easy making the arrangements can be. And remember, there's no job too large or small. From driveways to parking lots to road projects of any size, give Glass Paving a call, 651-6645.
Haynes has the ball stolen by Alan Wade. Allen will try to drive coast to coast. He does. His layup, no good. Tip, no good, and Marcus Lewis picks it up. Missed opportunity for the Scotties right there because they had some rebounders trailing them.
Well, that's two wide open layups we've missed here right in this third quarter.
Daniel Bird swings it to Lewis on the left wing. Now Marcus at the top of the key. Fires to Bradley Haynes. Nice feed inside. Left-handed layup is good by Clemens. Brian Clemens. That's his first basket of this game. 3:10 left, third quarter. Tied at 28. Wesley Wade will drive. 5-footer. Good by Wade. Nice shot. Well, Barclater wanted a block that time on Spencer Clemens, but I think that's probably a good no call. 7 points for Wesley Wade. It's 30-28. Scotties lead by 2 points. Brian Clemens lobs inside to Marcus Lewis, and a reach is called on Wesley Wade as he tried to strip it away. Wade picks up his first foul, team's fourth. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left of the third quarter. Glasgow 30, Barren County 28.
Yeah, it looks like this one's going to go right down to the old wire.
Here's Cedric Curd in the lineup for the Scotties. Let's see who's going to sit down. It's going to be Alan Wade. Brian Clemens will make the inbound speed left side of the bucket for the Trojans. Lobs to Marcus Lewis. Marcus twisting jumper, too hard. 6 feet. Poppy Franklin yanks down the rebound. Here's Calhoun, shovels a pass to Curd. Cedric stops, gives it back to Calhoun. Calhoun rips it to Wesley Wade. Tries the three. Bottom. And Glasgow leads 33-28. Wade with 10 points. Wesley Wade. Brian Clemens. Get in backcourt against Cedric Curd. Clemens moves it past the timeline. Dribbling. Lobs it inside. Knocked away by Franklin. Out of bounds on the entry feed. Poppy stuck his hand in there, and that's another reason you need Poppy in the game is for defense.
Yeah, I told Bruce a minute ago in the first half, Casey Calhoun, Wesley Wade came in and gave Glasgow a big shot in the arm, especially on the boards. Wesley Wade and Casey Calhoun are doing the job tonight. Wesley really scoring well, rebounding well, playing defense well.
Haynes sits down, Spielman in the lineup as Spencer Clemens left side of the hole. Inbound speed will come out high to Brian Clemens, guarded by Casey Calhoun. Brian directing traffic as he works the right wing, looking for Jordan Spielman. He's got the pass knocked away. And I'll tell you what, Helsley's going to be called for a grab, but I'm not sure Spielman should have been called for a foul right there. Looks like James Ralph made a clean steal right there, and then Spielman kind of bumped into him. But Larry, usually the defender's going to be called for a foul on that kind of pass.
Especially when the referee is standing behind you and he doesn't get a good look like we do.
That's true. You're exactly right. Helsley will sit down with his second foul. Glasgow's been called for 5 fouls in this half. Barren County for 1. Alan Wade is back in the lineup as Clemens right side of the hole. Takes the inbound speed. Here's Brian. He walked with the basketball before he got rid of it. That's 11 turnovers on the Trojans. Glasgow has turned it over 6 times. 2:16 left in the third quarter. Glasgow 33, Barren County 28.
Well, I think it's very important to score right here. If you do that, you've got a 35, you've got a 7-point lead. That'd be the biggest lead of the game for Glasgow, and still haven't played particularly well, but will have the lead.
Here's Calhoun working right, driving, stopping, leaves it with Wade, gives it to Kurd. Cedric driving, fires to Calhoun, left quarter, gives it back to Wade. Driving, 5-footer, short, rebound, grabbed by Spillman. Spillman double teamed, gets rid of it to Spencer Clements. Clements strips it to Bryan. Bryan drives. Here's Lewis. Lewis is fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line. And a nice pass that time from Bryan Clements.
Yes.
And that was a good foul by Glasgow.
That's right. Off the missed shot, Glasgow still double teaming on the rebound, and it cost them that time by not getting back soon enough.
Alan Wade called for his first foul. That is the 6th on the team. Greg Croggett's about to check in. A bit of 45 left in the third quarter. Glasgow 33, Barren County 28.
You know, on the offensive end, the last time Glasgow looked a little tentative about taking the shot. Frederick Kurd had a wide open one and didn't take it.
Lewis misses a free throw. He'll have one more. And Barron's going to the free throw line a lot in the fourth quarter. Glasgow's already picked up 6 fouls as a team. Kurd will sit down, and Crockett is in the line.
Yeah, I think Bart Queener saw that. He's not going to take that shot from 15 feet. You got to nail that one.
One more opportunity for Marcus Lewis. Here's his toss. Yes. First point for him. Scotty's 33, Trojans 29. 1:42 left in the third quarter. They're in the man-to-man as Wesley Wade cutting across the lane, leaves it with Calhoun. Here's Casey driving, stopping, fires to Crockett, looks inside to Poppy Franklin. Double team, shovels it to Wade, fires another 3. Yes! Wesley Wade with 13 points. 2 threes and the Scotties lead 36-29. Spencer Clements brings it past the timeline. Driving, stopping, inside, 5-footer, good by Clements. Spencer Clements with 11. Scotty Lee cut to 5 at 36-31 with a minute 13 left in the third quarter. Here's Poppy Franklin, top of the key with the basketball, returns it to Crockett. Barron's in the man-to-man. It's Greg Crockett defended by Bird. Shovels a pass on the right side to Calhoun, makes a bounce feed to Franklin, had it stripped away, picked it up, saves it to Calhoun. He drives, fires to Alan Wade in the left corner, spins, 16-footer, yes! Scotty's beginning to shoot more consistently. Alan Wade with 7 points. Glasgow 38, Barren County 31. As Bird in backcourt rips the basketball to Brian Clements. Clements gives it to Spencer Clements. Layup is good. So the Scotties have given up a couple of easy baskets trying to pressure. Here's Wesley Wade, top of the key, driving, stopping, leaves it with Crockett. Crockett backing out with 26 seconds. It won't be as easy to hold on to it right here, Larry, as he lobs to Wade on the right side. That's Wesley. Driving, stopping, 5-footer. Shot an air ball that time. And the rebound taken by Barren County. 38-33, Scotty's lead by 5, but the Trojans have the basketball. Chance to cut it to 2 or 3 right here.
Seems like we get it up there about 7 points, 5 points, and can't make that big basket there.
Here's Wade with the steal. Wesley with the steal. 3 seconds. Driving, stopping, shooting, layup. Good, and he was fouled.
Yes.
Larry, that could be a very big play in this game.
That is a big play in this ball game here. You had a chance to only be up 3 points, and then Wesley steals the ball, gets a layup, and you only get fouled. Got a 7-point lead, maybe 8 points.
Right. You think Emma Jean Wade's happy and Summer Shade KY?
I think she ought to be. I wish she was here to see that. Wesley Wade has stepped up big time tonight.
15 points.
Yes, he has. He feels it. You can tell. He's just got that feeling.
Wade picked off the pass, Larry. Drove to the hole, block called on Bird. There is a 10th of a second left. Glasgow back it away from the lane. Other than Eric Mudd, they have Polipka, Kingery, and Downs on the lineup. Wade looking for his 16th point. Scotty's lead 41-33. And the end of the third quarter is here. Big run by the Scotties. At the end of 3 quarters here, the District 15 championship. Glasgow 41, Barren County 33. We'll be back in 1 minute on WCLU Sports.
We're Glasgow, Barren County proud. We're WCLU, Glasgow.
Did you know that if you don't have your heating system professionally serviced, you could be throwing money away all winter? Don't just take our word for it. Your utility companies recommend yearly cleaning and adjustments, not only for efficient operation, but for safety reasons as well. Before winter comes this year, call HVAC Services at 651-3841 and schedule your yearly furnace maintenance. For a small investment, you can start enjoying the maximum comfort and efficiency of your system today. For a warm, safe holiday season, call HVAC Services. We're simply the best.
Okay, so the weather outside has gone just a bit past frightful, and it's time you found something to make you delightful. You won't hate going outside in the cold when you're headed to Ponderosa, because they've got the delicious deals to melt away the chill and to warm you up from the top of your head to the tips of your taste buds. Do you crave the taste of prime rib? Better save some room in your tummy sometime, because you can get prime rib all you can eat on Thursdays from 4 till close. And if those little munchkins are getting tired of that leftover turkey you're still pulling out of the freezer, bring them to Ponderosa instead, because on Tuesdays they can eat for only 99 cents on the children's menu, and that's just the beginning. Wait till you see all the delicious food Ponderosa has on their grand buffet. The choices are endless. You want to eat at Ponderosa every night, and the weather outside won't be a fright. So bundle up and come on into Ponderosa for great prices and mouth-watering cooking. Ponderosa on the bypass in Glasgow.
Poppy Franklin nails a 10-foot jumper, and the Scotties take a 43-33 lead as Spencer Clemens without an answer. He nails the three. That's a big three for the Trojans. Clemens with 16 points.
Well,
Scotty Lee cut to 7.
Yeah, that's a big shot for Barren County. They were in trouble here.
Here's Calhoun driving, leaves it with James Ralph Helsley. Left baseline on the corner. Fires back to Calhoun, who will give it to Stockton. Glasgow 43, Barren County 36. 7:08 left in this district championship game. Helsley looking for Franklin down low. Franklin sets a pick. He's going to take it hard to the hole. He's fouled by Haynes. Haynes gave him a little shove afterwards, but not much of one. Poppy Franklin will head to the free throw line as Haynes picks up his first foul.
I don't think Haynes can shove Poppy too far.
No, I don't think so. I know I couldn't. Barren County 13 of 33 from the field for 39%. 7 of 11 from the line, 64%. 23 rebounds and 12 turnovers. Scotties 14 of 38 from the field, 37%. 9 of 11 from the line as Poppy Franklin's toss is too hard. 82% before that free throw and 20 rebounds, 7 offensive boards and 6 turnovers. Franklin's got to nail this free throw. It's a 7-point. He's got 7 points looking for number 8 right here. Franklin guns, bang, and the Scotties lead 44-36. Haynes makes the inbound speed to Brian Clemens. Scotties in some full court pressure as Clemens in backcourt has it knocked away, stolen by Stockton. Stockton driving, layup, give it to him. And the Glasgow Scotties lead 46-36, a 10-point lead. Stockton with 8. As Spencer Clemens has it knocked away, but Haynes will pick it up on the right side. Fires to Hicks. Hicks shovels a pass to Brian Clemens on the left wing. Looks inside to Spillman. Spillman is fouled. It may be on Wesley Wade. Larry,
that's right.
What about Glasgow's defense maybe in the last 4 to 5 minutes?
Well, the thing about it is we're scoring right now. We're getting the ball in the basket, and we're setting the defense up. And every team that presses likes to score so they can get that defense set up, and that's what keys Glasgow's game. When they have a good offensive night, they can set the defensive pressure, and that's what's happened right here tonight.
Spillman's free throw is short. Barren County, at this point, has not shot as well into the dog pound from the line.
No, it's made a difference. They were 6 of 8 at the half. They only made 1 of 3 there in the third quarter, and they're 1 of 2 so far in the fourth.
Free throw is good by Spillman, the second one.
5 for Jordan Spillman.
Bird is back in the lineup and sitting down is Hicks.
Well, Barren County going man-to-man now. They can't afford to sit back in that 3-2 zone, I don't think. A 9-point lead, 6 minutes to go.
Calhoun will take it past the timeline, guarded by Clemens. Here's Casey. Runs a wave to Stockton. Stockton driving, looks inside. There's a block called or a push called on Bird. Daniel Bird picks up the foul. For Bird, that's number 3. For the team, that's number 4. Did you notice that Brandon was going to try to deliver that on a bounce feed inside to Poppy Franklin?
And he had it done, I think, if the whistle doesn't blow.
Left side of the hole. Stockton to make the inbound speed. Here's Franklin.
There it is.
He's going to cheat. No, he's not going to jam it, but he's going to lay it in. Poppy with 10 points.
That's the out-of-bounds play we've been working on, and it's a dandy.
Scotties 48, Trojans 37, with 6:19 left in this game. Here's Bird with the basketball, leaves it with Haynes. Haynes moves inside. Haynes is blocked by Franklin. That's a close call. Franklin may have not gotten there in time, Larry. That's a tough call for an official to make. Haynes will be at the line. The good thing is, Larry, for the Scotties, that's his third foul. He went through the third quarter without picking up a foul. Now there's 6:12 left in this game.
Remember what I said at halftime. You want to go deep into the third quarter or early in the fourth quarter before he ever picks up that third one.
Haynes with 9 points and 10 rebounds will be at the line. Free throw is good. Glasgow 48, Barren County 38 with 6:12 left in this contest. Bradley Haynes is there. Second toss. Rattles in. And it's 48-39. Scotty lead cut to 9 as Stockton will rip past the timeline. Driving. 10-footer. Too hard. Rebound. Helsley is called for a foul. And he came over Haynes' back.
Now that we don't need. We don't need to send them to the line with the clock stopped to get back in the game.
And Haynes, who hit 1 of 2 just a moment ago, will be at the line. Or hit 2, I'm sorry. Both free throws. Wesley Wade comes out. And Alan Wade is back in the lineup as James Ralph Helsley sits down. I'll tell you, Wesley Wade has done a tremendous job.
He has. I think he and Casey Calhoun came in early in the game and sparked them on the boards, and then Wesley took it up with the scoring in the second half. He really played well.
Haynes 1+1. Toss is good.
Haynes has got a line drive shot, but he makes it most of the time.
He's got a dozen points. Glasgow 48, Barren County 40.
Look for a little pressure from Barren County here now if Haynes knocks this free throw in.
He does. Well, they'll pressure the inbounds pass, and Daniel Burtis just picked up his 4th foul as he bumped Brandon too hard. 6:07 left. Now the Scotties had an 11-point lead, but now Barren on a 4-0 run. And if you're a Scotty fan, scoring here very critical. As Stockton gets the inbounds feed from Helsley. Let's see, is Barren going to go into a 1-2-2 trap?
Looks like a trap, yes.
Beautiful lob feed to Poppy Franklin down low, missed the layup. He gets a rebound, though, in the left corner. He needs some help, sends it to Alan Wade. Wade has it on the left side, fires to James Ralph Helsley in the left corner. We've got a 3-second call. No, a timeout, I'm sorry. Timeout asked for by Glasgow. 5 minutes and 48 seconds left in this game. Glasgow 48, Barren County 41. We'll be back in 1 minute on WCLU Sports.
When you own and operate a business in a community, you have to learn how to tailor your business to that community. At South Central Bank, we've made a special effort to adapt bankers' hours to your hours. That's why the drive-thru at every South Central Bank location opens early at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday. The lobby at each of those locations opens promptly at 9 and remains open until 5, till 5:30 on Fridays at most locations. We've also found that the best day for many of our customers to come in is Saturday. So it's fitting that with our newest location, we brought Saturday banking to Cave City. Our Cave City office on 31W is open from 8 till noon every Saturday. Just like our Park City office and in Glasgow at 2 locations, 31 East South and Happy Valley Road. We don't expect you to memorize all this information. We just want you to know that at South Central Bank, as your hometown bank, we're there when you need us to be. South Central Bank, member FDIC.
Scotties have the basketball with 5:48 left in this District 15 championship game at Glasgow High. Glasgow 48, Barren County 41. Calhoun to make the inbounds feed, left side of the hole. DeSoto, James Ralph Helsley leaves it with Stockton out front. Here's Brandon. Stops, has it knocked away and stolen by Spencer Clements. Clements on the drive. Clements' layup is good. Oh, critical turnover right there. Clements scores. He's got 18. The Scotty lead cut to 5 at 48-43. As Alan Wade is bottled up. He needs some help. I think we'll have a hold called on who? It's on Barren County. Let's see who the foul is on. It's on Brian Clements. That's his second. That is a team 6. So with the next foul, Glasgow will be in the bonus. But Barren, Larry, on a 6-0 run right now.
Exactly right, and they're right back in this ball game. It's only a 5-point deficit.
Here's a foul on Clements. No question about that. He just bodied up on Poppy Franklin, wouldn't let him drive. And that's a third foul on Brian Clements, and that puts Franklin at the line. Where Glasgow may win or lose this game at the free throw line, Larry.
Well, this is what we talked about the other night in the fourth quarter. What percentage do they shoot in the fourth quarter, and we'll see what they do here.
Poppy is 4 of 6 to this point. 5:27 left in this game. Franklin has 10 points. Franklin has 11 points as he buries a free throw. Glasgow 49, Barren County 43. With 5:27 left in this contest. Alan Wade will sit down, and Greg Crockett is in for the Scotties. Trojans, until that free throw was made, on a 6-0 run. Franklin Guns.
Bang.
12 points for Poppy. Glasgow 50, Barren County 43, as Clemens delivers to Jordan. Spillman plays it with Spencer Clemens. Here's Spencer on the drive, stops, fires to Brian Clemens, bumps a three that's going to be short. They fight for the rebound. Stick back is no good, but Spillman was fouled by a Scotty. Glasgow did not realize that shot was going to be short, and Spillman did, and thus he got the rebound, and he's fouled by Froggett, and he'll head to the line for 2 tosses.
Yeah, you're right. Spillman had a good angle on that basketball and saw that it was going to be short and went in and got it, and where Glasgow was standing flat-footed, ready for it to hit the rim.
Spillman is 3 out of 4 from the line. He has 5 points in this game. Here's his toss. Yes. Barren County shooting free throws well so far in this quarter. Glasgow's lead cut to 6 at 50-44, and a timeout is asked for by the Trojans. Is this a 20 or is this a full timeout? It's a full timeout, but we'll hold it here regardless. Trojans have a chance to cut the Scotty lead again to 5 points, Larry. With 5:15 left in this game.
You're exactly right. It was 48-37 at 6:18 mark, 11-point lead for the Scotties. Now it's 50-44, so the Trojans have come back, and don't expect them to quit because they've got another run left in them. I think Glasgow will have to withstand that for the next 3 minutes of this basketball game. If they can hold on to the lead that they have and not relinquish anything, I think they have an excellent chance of winning.
Trojans have beaten the Scotties' pressure some, Larry.
They have.
With some good passing, and Clemens has been able to drive for some easy shots.
They're getting Spencer Clemens here one-on-one against somebody, whomever is supposed to be coming back, and he's just taking the basketball right straight to the basket, and that's what you're supposed to do. You attack. You don't come out and play passive against the press. You attack the basket, and that's what he's been doing here lately.
Spillman will be at the line. He has 6 points. He'll try to convert the second toss. Scotties lead 50-44 against the Trojans with 5:15 left in this game. Trojans had a 9-point lead in the first quarter. Here's Spillman's second opportunity. Puts it up. Puts it through the hole. Spillman with 7. Glasgow 50. Barren County 45 with 5:12 left in this contest. And Ralph Helsley has it on the left wing. Circles right, lobs to Stockton. Here's Brandon driving. 12-footer is short. Rebound grab by Spillman. Outlet feed will come to Spencer Clemens, and he'll have a wide-open layup. And it's 50-47. Here comes Barren County, down by 3 points with 4:55 left in this game. Stockton will walk past the timeline. This is a very big possession for the Scotties.
Exactly.
And they throw it away as Haynes has a steal. Haynes driving. There's a foul call. That basket should not count as Calhoun fouled before the shot. But Haynes will be at the line, and it's all Barren County right now. 2 free throws coming up for Haynes. Glasgow seems to have just kind of gone into a lull offensively.
Yeah, it seems like that they're playing not to lose the basketball game right now. We've had some bad decisions on the offense. I think Brandon Stockton's taking a couple shots probably shouldn't have. I think if we spread them out, they're in a man-to-man. I think we can get it inside.
Haynes, first toss. No, short. Haynes with 12 points and 11 rebounds. 50-47, Glasgow's lead cut to 3 as Wesley Wade's about to check in. Second toss. Got it. 50-48, Glasgow's lead cut to 2. Helsley makes the inbound speed to Stockton. Barren County's in the double bonus the rest of the way. Glasgow in the 1+1 right now as Casey Calhoun will try to drive, leaves it, threw it away. Glasgow, it just doesn't look good at all in the half court.
They're trying to dump it across court, and Barren County playing the cross court pass very well.
Here's Spillman in the lane, driving, stopping, gives it to Clemens. Ryan's open, 12-footer, good off the glass. This game is tied at 50. They've outscored Glasgow by 11 points, and the Scotties won't time out. 50-50, Larry, a new ball game. 4:07 left in this contest.
Yeah, Glasgow's thrown the basketball away about 3 times in a row and let Barren County back in this thing.
Scotties have had 3 turnovers in this quarter.
They've got 7 points here in the last 2 minutes off turnovers, so that tells you how sloppily Glasgow's been playing on the offensive end.
Glasgow calling timeout. We'll hold it here. Tied at 50. And the Scotties trying to get that momentum back because Barren County certainly has it right now, Larry.
Exactly right. They're going to have to go down on offense and get a basket right here to quiet things down for Barren County. If they don't, could be a bad night for Glasgow.
Well, the The Scotties calling their 4th timeout of this game. They have 1 timeout remaining. Barren County has 3 timeouts. Scotties in the last 2 minutes have turned it over 3 times. And as Larry said, it's resulted in 7 points for the Trojans. They have anticipated some of those cross-court passes well. And Glasgow only has 9 turnovers in this game. But certainly some critical ones in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, the Scotties have penetrated into the middle of the lane and then tried to bounce the ball across the lane. And Bradley Haynes come up with 2 steals, Spencer Clemens with another, and then they had another run out off of a long rebound. So things going Barren County's way right now after Glasgow had an 11-point lead.
Tied at 50 as Calhoun will walk past the timeline. Trojans man-to-man pressure as Calhoun will wave right, drives, stops, looks for Wesley Wade, pumps a 3, too hard, rebound, Helsley had it, lost it, Clemens picked it up. Spencer Clemens has it, now Brian with the basketball, and they could take the lead right here. Spencer Clemens will try to drive to the hole. He's it outside with Brian Clemens, pumps a 3, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Brandon Stockton, missed it on the left side. Here's Stockton on the drive. Stockton's layup is no good, and he charged on Spencer Clemens. Stockton picks up his 4th foul.
You're letting the momentum get away from you right here and let it all go to Barren County by taking shots and making moves like that. You got to be a little bit more under control. He was 1 on 3 that time and didn't have it.
Trojans with the basketball. Of course, a non-shooting foul. That is an offensive foul against the Scotties. But that is the 4th one on Stockton. Clemens gets the inbound speed. Brian delivers to Bradley Haynes. He gives it to Daniel Bird. Bird is chased. Almost lost the handle. Picked it back up. Almost traveled with it. But Haynes has it on the right side. Haynes with the cross-court feed to Spencer Clemens. Fires a 3. Good. Barren County leads 53-50 over the Glasgow Scotties. Clemens. 21 points. Spencer Clemens. The Scotties in some trouble, Larry. They've been outscored by 14 points. Down 53-50. He's got 23 points. There's James Ralph Helsley in the right corner. Ivy makes a cross-court feed to Wade, gives it to Calhoun. Calhoun drives, tries to fire to Wade, and threw it out of bounds. Well, Larry, uncharacteristically, the Scotties really buckling to this pressure.
You're exactly right. They usually put things away like this in most basketball games, but tonight it seemed like they started playing not to lose and just didn't attack the basket.
2:55 left in this game. Barren County with the basketball, leading 53-50. Jordan Spilman makes the inbound speed to Brian Clemens. Brian Clemens guarded by Alan Wade in backcourt. Clemens will work past the timeline, makes the bounce feed to Haynes, gives it back to Clemens. Clemens has it on the left wing. Nice dish inside to Spilman, 5-footer short. Rebound grab by Franklin. Oh, Glasgow gets a break right there. Stockton brings it past the timeline. Here's Alan Wade in the right quarter. Wade will try to drive. He does. Gives it to Wesley Wade. Tries a 3. That's going to be short. Rebound, Poppy Franklin. Poppy's stick back is no good. Helsley's got it. His putback is no good. The Scotties can't buy a bucket. And Spencer Clemens finally grabs a rebound. 2:15 left. And a timeout is asked for by Barren County. 2:16 left in this game. Barren County 53, Glasgow 50. Be back in 1 minute on WCLU Sports.
United Community Bank is excited to offer the best checking account value in town. They are ecstatic to announce that they also have the best regular savings account in town. The rate is 4% with no minimum deposit required. Interest is paid quarterly. United Community Bank. Full service, customer service, convenient service. The corner of the bypass in West Main. Banking you need with people you know. Member FDIC, Ameribone Bancorp Bank. That's United Community Bank. Call 651-3543.
14 care to go. WCLU. Barren County up 53-50, Larry, with 2:16 left in this game.
Yeah, a little sloppiness on Glasgow's part after being up by 11 points. And then at least an 8-point lead at the end of the third quarter, 11-point lead in the third quarter. They've just gotten real sloppy on offense. Can't make one right under the basket. They've thrown it away a number of times. Barren County has 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points off turnovers in this quarter alone. So they've done an excellent job in transition after they make the turnover.
Spillman, side backcourt, delivers to Brian Clemens. Clemens is guarded by Calhoun. 2:10 left in this game. Clemens leaves it with the Bird on the right wing. Fires back to Brian Clemens. He's going to pump a long 3. It's going to be short. Bird with the rebound. Stick back is good. Barren County doing the little things, Larry, to win this game.
That's exactly right.
Here's Greg Froggett, has it on the right wing. Gives it to James Ralph Helsley at the top of the key. He drives. Here's Casey Calhoun in the left corner. Pops a three. No good. Rebound taken by Spillman. Spillman gives it to Brian Clements. Racing past the timeline. Feeds to Haynes. Haynes' layup is good. Barren County's up 57-50 with a minute 42 left. They smell the district championship. Here's Greg Froggett on the right wing. Backs out. Gives it to Stockton. 7-point lead for the Trojans. Looks good with a minute and a half left. Stockton a long three. Shot an air ball. Goes out of bounds. Barren County can smell it, Larry. As Spillman will make the inbounds feed. With a minute 27 left. As so to Clements. Returns it to Spillman. Spillman in backcourt. Fires Brian Clements. Clements tries to feed to Bird, but he lost it out of bounds. So the Scotties get a small break, but they've got to convert right here, down 57-50.
Exactly
With a minute 18 left.
Well, you're never out of it when the three-pointer is there, and they have a chance to do that. So there's a minute and 18 seconds to go. You're down 7, so you have to nail some shots and really play the hard defense.
Offensively, Scotties have just really struggled in this quarter, Larry, with 9 points.
Yeah.
They've just been, they're shaken.
Yeah, after a 20-point third quarter and then coming up short in the fourth quarter. Normally, Glasgow gets a lead like that. They've done it all year. They've really put teams away in the fourth quarter. And, it just didn't happen tonight. Barren County got to give them credit for their defense. They've done a good job. Glasgow just got sloppy on the offensive end and threw the ball away without even getting shots at the basket. And that 11-point lead just dwindled. They have 10 points off turnovers here in the fourth quarter, and that's a big number.
For the game, Glasgow, through the third quarter, Glasgow is only shooting 37%. And that's probably dipped down to the low 30s right now.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't shot the ball extremely well. Wesley Wade had an excellent third quarter that got Glasgow the lead, and David Franklin played well. But since that point, we have not gotten anything done. We've taken some bad shots and thrown the ball away a number of times.
Well, the Scotties have to score in a hurry. As Stockton leaves it on the left side with Alan Wade. Fires to Wesley Wade. There's Wesley on the drive. Stops. 10-footer partially blocked. Rebound grab by Haynes. Haynes is fouled by a Scotty. With a minute 5 left. Trojans feel it, and they should. They've made a great comeback after being down by 11 points. Foul is called on Franklin, I believe. Or no, I'm sorry, it's on Wade. That is his third foul. Bradley Haynes will be at the free throw line. Or he'll have 2 tosses. 1:05 left in this game. Barren County 57, Glasgow 50. District 15 championship on the line, and the Trojans 65 seconds away from claiming it.
Well, Glasgow has not scored a point since the 4:07 mark of the fourth quarter. Not a one.
Haynes' toss is short. Larry, with the 3-point shot, it's never over.
Yeah,
but the way the Scotties have shot the ball and handled their offense in the last 4 minutes, you certainly don't feel good about their chances.
No, Barren County's defense is really pushing the outside. They're playing Brian Clemens right in front of Poppy Franklin and not letting him have the ball, and we just can't nail the outside shots.
He missed both free throws. Stockton takes it past the timeline. Here's Brandon. Driving, leaves it with Wade. Allen, pump fake, driving. Here's Wesley Wade. He'll try a 3. Yes. 57-53. Brian Clements with 49 seconds makes the inbound speed, tapped out of bounds. Well, let's see. Glasgow got it back. Oh, I thought that was deflected by Scotty.
Yeah, I thought Alan Wade deflected that ball, but they're going to give it to Glasgow. And we'll take it.
47.9 seconds left. Glasgow down 57-53. Hitting a bucket right here would certainly make it interesting.
3-pointer right here really makes it interesting, or even a 2 right here.
Calhoun, inbound speed comes to Alan Wade. Allen, we have some debris thrown on the floor. 46 seconds to go.
Somebody lost a little ball that rolled onto the floor. A lot of people standing around the floor, especially in the end zone.
Packed house. 46 seconds to go. Calhoun to make the inbound speed. Side front court for the Scotties. Inbounds pass will come to Stockton at 45 seconds. Stockton stops, gives it to Franklin, fires a 3. Good, got a bank shot. 57-56, time back Glasgow. How about that, Larry, with 36 seconds to go? Poppy Franklin with the United Community bank shot.
You reckon he called that one?
I don't know if he called it or not.
What a shot.
Poppy has that ability, but he hasn't banked too many of them. 36 seconds to go. Glasgow just called its last timeout. Now, what do you do from a defensive perspective? There's still a lot of time left in this game. What do you do from a defensive perspective? What do you do from an offensive perspective?
Right now, even if they make 2 free throws, you can really go after them. It's still a one-possession game. So you got to put pressure on them, try for the turnover, try for the easy basket to get the lead. If you don't get that, then you got to play good defense on the half court. Barren County they don't have to shoot the basketball right now if they don't want to. I'm sure they're looking to go to the line. Glasgow's going to play good defense here on the inbounds, probably for about 10 seconds, and then they'll put somebody on the line.
Jordan Spilbert will make the inbound speed against full court pressure. Barren County 57, Glasgow 56. Scotties have no timeouts left. Barren County has, I think, Barren has 1 left. Glasgow has none. 2 back-to-back threes have given the Scotties a lift right here. Spilbert will make the inbound speed. Spillman delivers to Clements. Brian Clements held it up in backcourt by Froggett with 33 seconds to go. Brian Clements stops, needs some help. Fires to Spencer Clements on the left side. Spencer working outside to Spillman. Spillman is fouled with 23 seconds to go, and Greg Froggett fouled. Second foul on Froggett. But that's a good foul.
Yeah.
I mean, Spillman has shot well from the line. He's 5 out of 6. But you can't afford to let any more time go off the clock.
I think they went a little longer than I wanted them to foul. I'd like to have done it around the 27, 28-second mark. But you had to put somebody on the line, and they got Jordan Spillman there.
Spillman with 7 points in this game. 5 have come from the charity stripe. Spillman stomps. Got it. Barren County 58, Glasgow 56.
Yeah, as I said, even if he hits 2, it's a 3-point, it's a 1-possession game, so you have a chance to tie with the 3-pointer.
Spillman there for his second opportunity. Trying to give the Trojans a 3-point lead. Spillman stomps. Got it. 59-56. Stockton gets the inbound speed from Wade with 22 seconds. Here's Stockton. Tries a 3. Bottom. Tied at 59. 16 seconds to go. Spencer Clements. Inbound speed knocked away by Wade out of bounds with 12 seconds. Barren could win it. Or we could go into overtime right here, Larry. 12.9 seconds left. Timeout is asked for by Barren County. Give the Scotties credit. I thought they were dead in the water, down 57-50 with a minute 5 left in this game.
I'm just like you, Jim. I thought they were done, 57-50, and I think 2:40 on the clock or 2:30 on the clock, something like that. But they've made a major comeback. The 3-pointer gets you right back in it in a hurry, and we've hit 3 in a row now. Right now, you got to play good defense. You don't want to foul at this point. You want to take your chances on you play good defense all over the floor, no fouls. You want to make Barren County shoot the ball from as long a range as they can shoot it from, and hope that they don't miss it and you get the rebound and we'll go overtime.
What does Barren County do?
Barren County wants to
Brian Clements' hands?
Yeah, first of all, they want to get it in bounds, and they want to get it in one of Clemens' boys' hands, and they want them to go and penetrate as far as they can go and try to draw the foul or get the shot off.
Spillman will make the inbound speed and fires to Bird. Bird with 10 seconds. Bird driving, stopping, shooting. He was fouled by Poppy Franklin with 8 seconds to go.
No, you didn't want to do that.
59-59. Bird has not been to the free throw line tonight. He'll have 2 tosses.
See, Barren did just exactly what they wanted to do, and Glasgow didn't get the ball stopped. You have to stop the basketball on the dribble.
Bird has not been to the line tonight. He has 4 points. He'll have 2 tosses. Try to give the Trojans a lead right here. 8 seconds to go. Toss. No. If he misses, though, from the Scotty standpoint, they have to pick off the rebound.
Exactly right. You have to get on the backboards. You cannot let Barren County get the offensive rebound if he misses.
Glasgow has no timeouts left, so if he hits it, they have to get a shot off in a hurry. Second free throw. No good. Rebound. Foul called on Barren County. That's a foul on Barren County.
Somebody came over the back.
That's right. 6 seconds to go. But who is going to the free throw line? Let's see who's called for the foul. I think it was Clements.
I think it was Haynes.
Was it Haynes? It may have been. Who's going to the line?
Wesley Wade.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Wade's been my MVP in this game for Glasgow.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it, and he can be the super MVP if he nails these 2.
But, Larry, there's still 6.3 seconds left.
Yeah, you got to have one of them at least.
No timeouts left. Wade shooting 1+1. 59-59. Wesley Wade, really a terrific game. Toss, pop it. Glasgow 60. Barren County 59. 6.3 seconds left. One more opportunity for Wade. He hits it, of course, Barren. I don't know if they would put up a 3 or not, Larry.
Well, they probably won't have enough time to get anything else.
Wade guns. Bang! 61-59. Spillman, inbound speed comes to Clemens for 5 seconds. Opposite to Spencer Clemens. Spencer driving, stopping, shooting, layup, no good, but he was fouled with 0.8 of a second left by Poppy Franklin.
My goodness.
I think Poppy may have fouled out of this game.
Well, I tell you what, that was a great move by Spencer Clemens. He got the basketball and didn't hesitate. Went right straight in on Poppy Franklin.
But now talking about big free throws.
Probably a good thing he missed it because it rolled right off the edge of the rim. He could have very well made that shot.
Poppy has fouled out of this basketball game with 15 points and 8 rebounds.
I don't think anybody had a timeout.
But Poppy fouled out, so there is 60 seconds for the Scotties to get someone in. There's 0.8 of a second left. Clemens is 1 out of 3 from the line. But Larry, 0.8 of a second, even if he misses a free throw, is enough time
to get a tip.
And Franklin is out of the lineup.
Well, the
Scotties have to watch the board work right here.
Yeah, they're hoping the dog pound comes into effect here.
Clemens, of course, if he misses the first one, Larry, he's going to have to miss the second.
That's exactly right.
Glasgow 61, Barren County 59. I like the way Brown and Radford are conversing right here because this could be a buzzer beater one way or another. Spencer Clemens shooting into the dog pound. Toss. Got it. 61-60. If he hits it, most likely we're headed to overtime. If he misses, Scotties could win it or the Trojans could win it. Clemens there. Puts it up. No good! And the Scotties win 61-60, Larry. Woo! How about that? And they were down. Glasgow was down 57-50 with 1:05 left in this game.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a heck of a basketball game.
And you feel for Spencer Clemens. That is all the pressure in the world.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. The dog pound really put the pressure on them and did a good job. And
how about the threes? How about the threes nailed? Stockton nails one, Wade nails one, and I'm trying to remember who the third one is.
Oh, you don't remember the bank shot?
Oh, Poppy, I got to remember that one.
You got to remember that one. I mean, that's just a heck of a ball game. You know, Barren County played well. They played a great game. They did exactly the way they wanted to do the game plan. Glasgow, you know, in our eyes, they didn't play particularly well. They made a good comeback in the second half to get the lead back, and then an excellent comeback down 7 points late in the game with 2 minutes and a half to go, and to make the three-pointers and come back after not shooting the basketball very well. It's a tribute to both teams. I tell you, there's not very many losers in this basketball game. I'm sure Barren County is heartbroken, and Glasgow is on top of the world right now.
I honestly thought Glasgow was dead in the water. They were down 57-50 with a minute 5 left. Just because of the flow of the game, Larry. The Scotties had struggled so much on offense.
I wouldn't have bet the ranch on them. I don't
think I would have either.
But it was a great comeback. They did the things they had to do. They put the defensive pressure on, and you know, if it hadn't been for the missed free throw, we'd still be playing right now.
Scotties win 61-60 and playing for the second straight year the District 15 championship. Glasgow moves to 25-2 on the year. Barren County, tremendous effort by Coach Tinsley's ball club. Super effort. Super coaching job by Bart Flinter and John Tinsley tonight. They had their teams very well prepared. It was a game of swings, a game of momentum swings, and the Scotties got the last momentum swing after the Trojans had looked to have a victory.
And give Wesley Wade a lot of credit.
Wesley Wade,
he's your MVP.
I don't think there's any doubt about it.
I want to tell you what, he played a super basketball game. He missed a couple of threes down the stretch, but he hit the 2 free throws big time with a lot of pressure on him.
They say when it came into effect, the three-pointer, the great equalizer, and it was tonight, and it saved the Glasgow Scotties.
It sure did, Jim. They were down 57-50 there, and I sure wouldn't give much for the chances, but like you say, the three-pointer, a 7-point lead's not but a 3-possession game, and that's exactly what, like you said, that's what saved the Scotties. But I really don't think there's a loser tonight, Jim. That's the best basketball game I've seen in a while. That's 2 fine ball clubs right there, and it's a shame anybody had to lose it.
And Barren had a good game plan, Bruce, and I tell you, they had the Scotties shaken for most of the fourth quarter.
Yes, they did, Jim. But I still say Glasgow let the game get up. They had the 11-point lead, and they started rushing some shots. They got Barren into the man-to-man defense is what they wanted. And you know, I think we forced some shots, and you know, they've had a problem. If we don't force the shots right there, you know, they don't get back. And the thing, we got them back in the game at the line, but then at the line is where they wind up losing the game. You know, we put them at the line there. When they made their comeback, I know 3 or 4 straight trips, we put them in line, and they hit free throws, and that's what got them the lead back. And it's just, as Randall said, I told him, I said, you know, somebody's going to have to lose this ball game tonight. It's a shame.
It is.
The kids played their hearts out. Spencer Clements, a senior, goes up there, had a super game, 23 points, and that's the thing he'll always remember, I guess, is missing that foul shot. Of course, they're not out of it. It's not like this is his last game because they get to move on to the region. But you've got to commend the Scotties. They had a big lead, got down by 9, and came back and won this ball game. And that's when you dig down. And I think with this 23-win season, they've been in that situation. You know, they were in that situation with Clinton County.
Exactly.
And they knew what they had to do, and they know how to win. And you know, that's you know, you have years if we'd have been 10 and 15 and lost some of those close games, but they knew how to win. They knew they could win, convert it when they had to.
Look at the Clinton County score, Larry, from earlier this season.
61 to 60.
See how with a parallel.
Yeah, 61 to 60 on the last second shot. It didn't work out like that tonight, but you know, a great ball game. There's no doubt about that. It's an excellent game on both teams' part, and as Randall said, it's a shame that somebody had to lose it. You know, Barren County is
an outstanding team. Glasgow's an outstanding team.
I want to congratulate Coach Tinsley on his game plan.
Very good game plan.
And the players took that almost to perfection tonight. Glasgow's game plan, of course, was the same as it always is. They want to get up and down the floor and run. They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but I thought they played a super third quarter and a good third quarter. They scored 20 points in the fourth quarter. Barren County scored 27 in the fourth quarter, and Glasgow scored 20 in the fourth. They put 40 points on the board in the second half. If they'd done that in the first half,
that an 80 to 79 game or something.
It would have been a barn burner and a high scoring manner. But you know, just a great ball game. People that missed that one, missed this one, missed the game.
Missed a wonderful game. But I'll tell you what, a lot of folks didn't miss it. This place was packed.
You're exactly right, and they can't get everybody off the floor now. I think we have something going on up in the stands. But
somebody may be ill.
Yeah, I think somebody.
Medical personnel attending to them.
They're going to have to get somebody out here, but right now a lot of people on the floor, and it's going to be delayed here a few minutes for the ceremonies.
Well, let's take this break, and we'll let Larry and Bruce add up the numbers. Glasgow wins the District 15 championship, coming back from a 7-point deficit with 65 seconds to go in the game, and the Scotties win over Barren County 61 to 60 here at the Scotties Sports Arena. We'll return in 2 minutes on WCLU Sports.
McDonald's, this is something we believe in.
Since 1955,
we've made burgers, fries, and shakes
with a one-of-a-kind taste. And today,
we're working harder than ever
to make sure our restaurants are clean,
our service is friendly,
and our food is served hot and fresh.
At great values that keep you coming back. Because that's our idea of being a friend.
But don't worry, you don't have to invite us to your wedding or anything.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
That's my McDonald's.
My McDonald's.
My McDonald's.
Yeah, you got a friend in me.
The Paint Corner is the longtime home of Porter Paints here in Glasgow and Barren County. And Porter Paints can't be beat for overall quality, long life, and value. If you need to match a special color, well, Wayne Wood at the Paint Corner has over 24 years of experience in working with paint customers and getting the right paint for their jobs. You'll also find a complete assortment of painting accessories and sundries at the Paint Corner. And since the Paint Corner is now a part of Square Square Deal store in Glasgow. You can check out this area's most modern source for lumber and building materials, too. Porter Paints, the Paint Corner, Square Deal Lumber Company, all located conveniently on Parkview Drive in Glasgow, behind Shoney's and the Electric Plant Board. The Paint Corner and Square Deal Lumber Company.
841 is CLU, 40 degrees currently in Glasgow. In the 13th district tonight, Russellville beat Franklin Simpson Lady Wildcats 49-44. Again, in the 13th district tonight, Russellville beat Franklin Simpson Lady Wildcats 49-44. Also in the 15th district, Glasgow Scotties beat Barren County 61-60. Now with the post-game show, let's go back to Jim.
Well, that's a shocker to me, Larry Alexander.
Yeah, that's.
I never imagined that Russellville would beat Franklin Simpson's girls.
I wouldn't either. We played Russellville right down to the wire.
Well, it was a one-point game. Should have won the game.
That's exactly right. And then they upset Franklin Simpson. And Franklin looked to me like they had an excellent team. They were quick and shot the ball well.
Larry, let's look at your numbers, sir. They have not started the ceremonies here. I assume there's an all-tournament team or all-district team, and I hope we'll get a copy of that at some point in time. Larry, let's look at your numbers, sir, from tonight's game.
All right, Jim. 15-9 lead for Barren County at the end of the first quarter. The second quarter was all Glasgow as they outscored Barren County 12-7 and cut the lead to 1 point at half at 22-21. A 7-4 start in the third quarter by Glasgow to the 3:45 mark gave Glasgow the lead by 2 points at 28-26. Another 5-2 run to the 2:17 mark gave Glasgow a 33-28 lead at 5 points, and then an 8-5 run from the 2:17 mark to the end of the quarter in the third quarter gave Glasgow the lead. They win the third quarter by a 20-11 score, and they have a 7-point lead at the end of the third quarter. So they made an excellent comeback after that first half when they didn't play particularly well. Wesley Wade really sparked them in that third quarter as he nailed 2 or 3 threes. I don't know exactly how many, but he really came alive for them in the third quarter. And David Franklin did not pick up his third foul of the game till early in the fourth quarter, so he played all the third quarter, and that was a big plus for the Scotties. But the fourth quarter, Glasgow started well. They had a 7-6 start to the 6:12 mark to make it 48-39. Actually had a 48-37 lead at 11 points at the 6:18 mark of the quarter. But Barren County went on a 6-2 run after that point to the 5:15 mark. They cut Glasgow's lead to 50-45, and then a 5-0 run by Barren County made it 50-50. And the ball game was tied at the 4:07 mark. Now, Glasgow did not score a basket till just under 2 minutes and a half to go in the fourth quarter from that point, from the 4:07 mark, and Barren County had built a 7-point lead. But they nailed a 3. I think Brandon Stockton hit one, Wesley Wade hit one, and
Poppy Franklin
banked one in from the top of the key, and that was the one that really took.
Some of the tension came out, and the players were a little tight, but just an excellent ball game. Super crowd. This is high school basketball the way we remember it, and the way you like to see it played. A super crowd. It was an orderly crowd. I thought the crowd behaved well tonight. And the players, it was just a well played ball game. And after Glasgow tied it up, I said, well, they fought and come back, and I said, it's one of these you hate to see somebody have to lose. Somebody's got to lose this ball game.
Yeah.
And of course, that's why you play the game.
That's exactly right. But it was an excellent game.
It was. Barren County led tonight by Spencer Clemens with 24. Clemens with 4 points on 2 of 8 from the field and 3 rebounds. Jordan Spillman picks up 9 off of 1 of 5 from the field. He was 7 of 8 from the line and 7 rebounds. Daniel Bird has 4 points on 2 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from the line and 3 rebounds. Mike Miller, 2 points on 1 of 1 from the field and 1 rebound. And Marcus Lewis was 0 of 1 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line for 1 point. The Trojans were 18 of 35 on their 2-point baskets for 51%. They were 2 of 9 on the trays for 22%. So they're 20 of 44 overall, 45% for the field, 18 of 29 at the line, 62% 82%, 30 rebounds, 9 offensive boards, only 4 offensive boards in the second half, and they commit 15 turnovers. Glasgow led tonight by Wesley Wade, and we've talked this year about this is a team that on given night, different people step up. Coach Fleener's got 10 players that can play, 9 and 10 players that he can go to. Tonight was Wesley's night. He came in, had just a super night. 21 points on 7 of 12 from the field. 4 3-pointers, 3 of 3 at the line. He hit the 2 foul shots to give Glasgow the victory, and 5 rebounds. David Franklin fouled out with 0.8 of a second to go with 15 points. He was 4 of 6 from the line, 4 of 6 from the field, 6 of 8 from the line. He had 8 rebounds. Alan Wade was 7 points on 3 of 9 from the field and 1 rebound. Brandon Stockton with 11 points. Brandon was 4 of 15 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 4 rebounds. James Ralph Helsley, 1 of 3 from the field, 3 rebounds for 2 points. Greg Froggett, 4 points on 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, and 2 rebounds. Casey Calhoun picks up 1 point on 0 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the line. Casey had 3 rebounds. As a team, the Scotties 13 of 32 from the field, 41%. 7 of 22 from the line, 3 for 32%. 20 of 54 overall, 37%. 14 of 17 at the line, 82%. 26 rebounds, 12 turnovers.
All seasonal team, Bruce, from Allen County, Jared Schwartzkopf. From Edmonson County, Brandon Jaggers, Chris Elson, and Kyle Vincent. From Barren County, Bradley Haynes, Spencer Clibbins, and Brian Clements. From Glasgow, Alan Wade, Brandon Stockton, and Poppy Franklin. Our tournament team. From Edmonson County, Kyle Vincent. From Allen County, Jared Schwartzkopf. From Barren County, Bradley Haynes and Spencer Clements. And from Glasgow, Poppy Franklin, Brandon Stockton, and Alan Wade. I think there have been times I've not agreed with the choices. This year, I pretty much do. I would add, in a championship game, personally, I would add Wesley Wade for the Scotties, but you do it over the course of 2 ball games.
Well, that's right, and Wesley really stepped up tonight, and a lot of times this is decided before the second half, and Wesley had 16 of his 21 in the second half. But you've got an all-tournament team, but I really feel like the Scotties, they wanted the championship. It didn't matter to them who got on it or whether anybody got on it. It was a team effort. They came back and they got the championship.
Let's take a 2-minute timeout, Bruce. More of the post-game report. Glasgow wins the District 15 championship over Barren County tonight at Scotty Gym, 61-60. We'll be back in 2 minutes on WCLU Sports.
Did you know that nearly 250 species of fish can be found in Kentucky's rivers? It's kind of like the banking business. New, bigger varieties cropping up all the time. It's tough to keep up. So why bother? At South Central Bank, our philosophy is simple. Work hard, play hard, and bank with us. And while the banking varieties may come and go, at South Central Bank, we never left. Why, we're very nearly a Southern tradition.
This is something we believe in.
Since 1955,
we've made burgers, fries, and shakes
with a one-of-a-kind taste. And today,
we're working harder than ever
to make sure our restaurants are clean,
our service is friendly,
and our food is served hot and fresh.
And great values that keep you coming back. Because that's our idea of being a friend.
But don't worry, you don't have to invite us to your wedding or anything.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me.
That's my McDonald's.